Did anyone else play The Sims when they were young? Ah, it was such a fantastic game. Wasn't it fun to have a wife, kids, a job, and a jacuzzi in your bedroom? Good times. Anyway, I have this weird problem with my game, and I was hoping if one of you guys could solve it. So I recently got the game off eBay for $1.20. There wasn't much bidders, and I was willing to pay a lot to bring back a childhood memory. After I installed the game, I immediately launched it. After playing the tutorial to remind me of the game controls, I made a sim. I called him David and gave him a cancer personality. Then I moved him into a lot, I made him a cute bungalow and gave him a job in the medical career. On the 7th sim day, I finally got him to marry a sim called Truce. Things were going well, and by the 11th sim day, my sim had 2 children, Matt and Lisa. On the 15th day, David was in work and the kids were at school. Truce was the only one in the house and her hunger was low, so I decided to make her cook dinner. Just as she was cooking, David arrived and went over to his wife to greet her. Next thing you know, the oven was on fire. Upon being set alight, the flames instantly spread and engulfed Truce. By the time the firemen arrived, Truce was already a pile of ash. After the firemen extinguished the flame, a box came up saying that Truce had died in a fire. I was frustrated by this, but I carried on with my game. Strangely, instead of doing obvious things, such as taking a shower, cooking a meal, etc., in free will state, all he would do is mourn. Of course, if I were to command him to do something, he would do it, but then he would go straight back to mourning. The kids didn't do the same thing though, and by the time it was night, I sent all my Sims to bed. At 0:36, I heard David scream. I set the game speed to normal and I went up to him. He was in his bed, tossing and turning, and he was still doing the same horrible scream. I set him as my active sim to check his activity. Instead of showing the picture of a bed and the word sleep, there was a picture of his wife. When I highlighted the picture, the words truce came up. I tried to cancel it, but I couldn't do anything other than watch him scream in his sleep. I haven't seen this before, and I was puzzled. Regardless, I felt bad for him. I mean, he lost his wife. It's natural to see him do this. Well, in real life that would be true, but this is The Sims, not real life. If any of you guys have ever encountered this problem, or have a solution, please contact me. Thanks. Post number 2, March 17th, 2010. Thanks for the feedback, but none of your suggestions have worked. The same thing happened today. Morning all day, screaming at night. I've noticed that when my Sims is in the nightmare state, fun, comfort, and social bar plummet. I've also sent the guy who gave me a copy of PM, but he hasn't replied. Keep sending the solutions though. I might find one that works. Post 3, March 19th, 2010. Okay, after this post, I'm closing the topic. I can't take any more of this. So on the 18th day, he woke up and sort of stood there, twitching and shaking. His mood bars were static, but when I commanded him to do something, the game would instantly cancel his activity. When the time hit 20, he started walking. Well, when I say walk, I mean he would stumble awkwardly, as if he was freezing cold or being watched. He went up to Matt and grabbed him. He screamed his horror as David dragged him to his bedroom and threw him on the bed. My eyes widened as I saw David pull out a kitchen knife. He pounced on Matt and started swinging the blade back and forth into Matt's chest, blood being splattered in all directions. You could see David pulling Matt's intestines out. Matt's scream was now a faint mumble. David stood up from the bed as Matt's body twitched and bled. Suddenly I realized about Lisa. When I activated her, the plumb bob went to the cupboard and the activity said that she was hiding. I saw David go to the cupboard. He paused, then the screen went black and the game crashed. My desktop background was changed to pictures of Matt and Lisa in black and white. I'm going to install the game now. I just want to thank everyone for their suggestions. I'm not sure whether I can ever play the Sims game again.